Number 1. Two masses of 500 gram and 600 gram are attached to the 10 centimeter and 80 centimeter marks respectively of a light meter scale. The moment of inertia of the system about an axis passing through the center of the scale will be. Now to calculate this, we know if we consider this to be a scale, values given is 10, 80, 50, distance from 10 to 50 is 40, 50 to 80 is 30. Here we have 500 gram, here we have 600 gram. Now I is equal to m1 r1 square plus m2 r2 square, which is equal to 0.5 into 0.4 into 0.4 as radius square r square plus 0.6 into 0.3 multiplied by 0.3, which in solving we get 80 upon 1000 plus 54 upon 1000, we get 0.134 kg meter square. So option A, 0.134 kg meter square is the correct answer. Question number 2. A rod 0.5 meter long has two mass each of 20 gram stuck at its end. If the mass are treated as point masses and if the mass of the rod is neglected, then the moment of inertia of the system about a transverse axis passing through the center is. Now to calculate this, we know I is equal to the moment of inertia is summation of m r square, which is equal to 2 m1 r1 square, which is equal to 2 into 20 into 10 raised to minus 3 into 0.25 multiplied by 0.25, which on solving we get 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 kg meter square. So option B, 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 kg meter square is the correct answer. Question number 3. A flying wheel of mass 4 kg has a radius of gyration of 0.1 meter. If it makes 4 revolutions per second, then its rotational kinetic energy is, value for pi square is 10. Now, to solve this question, we know kinetic energy is equal to half I omega square, which is also equal to half mk square multiplied by 4 pi square n square, which is equal to 2 into 4 into 10 raised to minus 2 into 10 into 16. Here we have to use pi square is equal to 10, so I substitute value of pi square to be 10. Now on solving we get 12.8 joules. So option C, 12.8 is the correct answer. Number 4. A wheel of mass 10 kg and radius of gyration 50 cm is rotating at 300 rpm. The rotational kinetic energy of the wheel is. Now to calculate the rotational kinetic energy, we know the formula for rotational kinetic energy is rotational kinetic energy is equal to half I omega square is equal to half mk square into 4 pi square n square, which is equal to 2 pi square n square mk square, which is equal to 2 into 10 into 25 into 10 into 1 by 4, which on solving we get 1250 joules. So option C, 1250 joules is the correct answer. Question number 5. 4 similar point masses are symmetrically placed on the circumference of a disk of mass m and radius r. The moment of inertia of the system about an axis passing through O and perpendicular to the plane of disk is. Now to solve this question, we know moment of inertia mi is equal to mr square by 2 plus 4 mr square. So option B, mr square by 2 plus 4 mr square is the correct answer. Question number 6. About which axis the moment of inertia is given triangular lamina is maximum. Now we know I moment of inertia is equal to summation of mr square. Moment of inertia is maximum for the axis BC Because the masses are situated at very large distance. Because masses are situated at very large distances. So option B is the correct answer. Question number 7. A body of moment of inertia of 3 kg meter square rotating with an angular velocity of 2 radians per second has the same kinetic energy as a mass of 12 kg moving with velocity of. Now to solve this question we know half I omega square is equal to half mv square. 3 into 4 is equal to 12v square. 12 is equal to 12v square. Value for v is 1 meter per second. So option D, 1 meter per second is the correct answer. Question number 8. The angular displacement of a flying wheel varies with time as theta is equal to at plus bt square minus ct cube. Then the angular acceleration is given by. Now to solve this question we know the value for theta given is at plus bt square minus ct cube. Omega is nothing but d theta by dt. So a plus 2bt minus 3ct square. So value for alpha will be d omega by dt. Taking derivative of this, we get 2b minus 6ct. So option D, 2b minus 6ct is the correct answer. Question number 9. A disk of mass 1 kg and radius 10 cm is rotating about an axis with angular velocity of 2 radians per second. The linear momentum of the disk. Now we know the disk is having a rotational motion. It has no translational motion. The disk has rotational motion. It has no translational motion. Hence, its linear velocity and linear momentum is 0. Hence, we can say linear velocity and linear momentum is 0. Only in the case of rolling, we get both the translational and rotational motion. So now, here option B, 0 is the correct answer. Number 10. The moment of inertia of body about a given is 1.2 kg per meter square. Given axis is 1.2 kg per meter square. Initially the body is at rest. In order to produce rotational kinetic energy of 1500 joules, an angular acceleration of 25 radians per second square must be applied about an axis for the time duration of. Now I know rotational kinetic energy is equal to 1 by 2 I omega square, which is equal to 1500 is equal to 1 by 2 into 1.2 into omega square, where omega square is equal to 2500, omega is equal to 50. Using omega is equal to omega 0 plus alpha t, 50 is equal to 0 plus 25t, value for t is equal to 2 seconds. So option C, 2 seconds is the correct answer. Question number 11. 3 thin rods, each of length 2 meter and mass 3 kg, are placed along x, y and z axis such that one end of each rod is at the origin. The moment of inertia of this system about the axis is. Now, understanding the question, x, y, z, I is equal to ml square upon 3 plus ml square upon 3 plus 0, which gives us 2 ml square upon 3. Substituting the values, 2 into 3 into 4 upon 3, which is equal to 8 kg meter square. So option D, 8 kg meter square is the correct answer. Question 12. The angular velocity of body is increased from 5 radians to 20 radians per second without applying a torque, but by changing its moment of inertia. What is the relation between the new radius of gyration and the initial radius of gyration? Now we know, as per the principle of conservation of angular momentum, I1 omega 1 is equal to I2 omega 2, I is equal to mk square. So now m k1 square omega 1 is equal to m k2 square omega 2. k1 upon k2 is equal to square root of omega 2 upon omega 1, which is equal to square root of 20 upon 5, which is equal to 2. So k1 upon k2 is equal to 2. So I can write k1 is equal to 2 times k2. So option C, k1 is equal to 2 times k2 is the correct answer. Question number 13. A body rolls down a smooth inclined plane if the rotational kinetic energy is 40% of its transitional kinetic energy, and then the body must be a... Now, rotational kinetic energy is equal to 4 by 10 transitional kinetic energy, 1 by 2 I omega square is equal to 4 by 10, and transitional kinetic energy is half mv square. On solving we get half nk square into v square by r square is equal to 1 by 2, 2 by 5 mv square. Therefore, k square upon r square is equal to 2 by 5. Value for k square is equal to 2 by 5 r square. For a sphere, k square is equal to 1 by m, which is equal to 2 by 5 r square. Therefore, the rolling body is a solid sphere. Option C, solid sphere, is the correct answer. Question number 14. When a rigid body is in motion, few particles of the body remain at rest at all times. What kind of motion is the rigid body having? So we know particles on the axis of rotation, of a rotating body remain at rest. So option B, rotational, is the correct answer. Question number 15. A flying wheel rotating about a fixed axis has a kinetic energy of 225 joules when its angular speed is 30 radians per second. What is the moment of inertia about the flying wheel about its axis of rotation? Now, we know energy is half I omega square. I is equal to 2e upon omega square. 2 into 225 upon 30 into 30, which on solving we get 1 by 2, which is equivalent to 0.5, which is equal to 0.5. So option A, 0.5, is the correct answer. Question 16. A wheel of mass 4 kg and radius of gyration 0.4 meter is making 300 revolutions per minute. Its moment of inertia is... So we know I is equal to mk square, which is equal to 4 into 4 by 10 into 4 by 10, which on solving we get 0.64 kg meter square. So 0.64 kg meter square, that is option B, is the correct answer. Question number 17. A circular disc of mass 2 kg and radius 0.1 meter is rotating at an angular speed of 2 radians per second about an axis passing through its center and perpendicular to its plane. What is the rotational kinetic energy? Kinetic energy is equal to half I omega square, half mr square omega square, half into 2 into 0.1 into 0.1, 2 into 2, which on solving we get 0.02 joules. The kinetic energy of a body is 3 joules and its moment of inertia is 6 kg meter square, then its angular momentum will be... Now, we know kinetic energy is equal to half I omega square, half I square omega square upon I, which is 1 by 2 L square upon I. So value for E is equal to L square upon 2I, or L is equal to square root of 2EI, which is square root of 2 into 3 into 6, which on solving we get 6 kg meter square per second. So option D, 6 kg meter square per second, is the correct answer. Question number 19. When the speed of flying wheel is increased from 240 rpm to 360 rpm, the energy spent in 1936 joule Now, to solve this question, we know energy is half I omega 2 square minus omega 1 square, half I into 4 pi square into square minus n1 square. So 1936 is equal to half into I multiplied by pi square will be written as 22 by 7 into 22 by 7 into 36 minus 16 into 4. So we get 49 is equal to 10I. So value for I is equal to 4.9 kg meter square. So option A, 4.9 kg meter square is the correct answer. Question number 20. The moment of inertia about an axis of a body which is rotating with an angular velocity 1 radians per second is numerically equal to. Now we know the rotational kinetic energy of a body K is half I omega square. If omega is equal to 1, value will be K is equal to half. Instead of omega I'll substitute 1, so that becomes 1 only. So K is equal to half of I, so I becomes twice of K. So option A, twice of rotational kinetic energy is the correct answer. Question 21. A body having moment of inertia about its axis of rotation equal to 3 kg meter square is rotating with angular velocity equal to 3 radians per second. Kinetic energy of this rotating body is the same as that of the body of mass 27 kg moving with a speed of. Now half I omega square is equal to half mv square, which is 3 into 9 is equal to 27 into v square. Value for v is equal to 1 meter per second. So option E, 1 meter per second is the correct answer. Question 22. The flying wheel of a motor has moment of inertia of 90 kg meter square. If the motor produces a constant torque of 270 Newton meter, then the angular acceleration produced in the flying wheel. We know angular acceleration alpha is equal to torque upon moment of inertia I, which is equal to 720 upon 90, which on solving we get 3 radians per second square. So option A, 3 radians per second square is the correct answer. If there is a change in the angular momentum of the body from 5 kg meter square per second to 8 kg meter square per second in 4 seconds, then the torque acting on the body is, the torque is equal to dl upon dt. dl can be written as 8 minus 5 and dt is nothing but 4, which is 3 upon 4 Newton meter. So option B, 3 by 4 Newton meter is the correct answer. If the moment of inertia is 4 kg meter square, the torque required to produce an angular acceleration of 15 radians per second square in the body is. Now to solve this question, torque tau is equal to I alpha 4 into 15, which will give us 60 Newton meter. So option C, 60 Newton meter is the correct answer. Question 25. A constant torque of 1500 Newton meter turns a wheel of moment of inertia 300 kg meter square about an axis passing through its center. The angular velocity of the wheel after 3 seconds will be. Now to calculate the angular velocity, torque tau is equal to I alpha. Alpha is equal to torque tau upon I, which is equal to 1500 upon 300, which on solving we get 5 radians per second square. Omega is equal to omega 0 plus alpha t. Value for omega 0 is 0. Omega is equal to 5 into 3, which gives us 15 radian per second. So option C, 15 radian per second is the correct answer. A torque of 500 Newton meter acts on a body of mass 16 kg and produces an angular acceleration of 20 radians per second square. The radius of gyration of the body is. Now to calculate the radius of gyration of the body, we know torque is equal to I alpha. I is equal to tau upon alpha, which is equal to 500 upon 20, which is equal to 25 kg meter square. So I is equal to mk square. K square is equal to 25 upon 16, which is equal to 5 by 4 meter. So option A, 5 by 4 meter is the correct answer. Question 27. A constant torque of 31.4 Newton meter is applied to a pivoted wheel. If the angular acceleration of the wheel is 2 pi radians per second square, then its moment of inertia is. Now, I is equal to torque upon alpha, that is 31.4 upon 2 into 3.14, which is 5. So option A, 5 kg meter square is the correct answer. Question number 28. Under a constant torque, the angular momentum of a body changes from 2 to 5x in 8 seconds. The torque acting on the body is. Now to solve this question, we know tau is equal to dl upon dt, which is equal to 5x minus 2x upon 8, which is equal to 3x upon 8. So option C, 3x upon 8 is the correct answer. Torques of equal magnitude are applied to a thin hollow cylinder and a solid sphere, both having the same mass and radius. Both of them are free to rotate about the axis of symmetry. If alpha c and alpha a are the angular accelerations of cylinder and sphere respectively, the ratio of alpha c to alpha s will be. So now we know tau is equal to I alpha. Torque of equal magnitude are applied to the hollow cylinder and the solid sphere. IC alpha c is equal to IS alpha s. Alpha c upon alpha, that is angular acceleration, is equal to Is upon Ic, which is equal to 2 by 5 mr square upon mr square. The answer is 2 by 5. So option B, 2 by 5 is the correct answer. Question 30. A torque of 100 Newton meter acting on a wheel at rest rotates it through 200 radians in 10 seconds. What is the moment of inertia of the wheel? Now to calculate moment of inertia of the wheel, we know theta is equal to 0 plus 1 by 2 alpha t square. 200 is equal to 1 by 2 into alpha into 100. Value for alpha is equal to 4 radians per second square. I is equal to torque tau upon alpha, which is equal to 100 upon 4, which is equal to 25 kg meter square. So option D, 25 kg meter square is the correct answer.